We try to do this every Sunday at 10:30. It's last week, but we're back. I'm Rob. This is my guy David.
What's up?
And we're here to hash and chop up the fucking news, which is crazy again this week. We're living in the Trumpster era.
Oh yeah, we got a nice big, beautiful new bunch of bullshit spending.
Dr. Grips.
Blow up the deficit and party of fiscal responsibility. All right.
Does it blow up the deficit or the debt? I'm not enough of a smarty to know the difference, or they're two different things. Yes.
Yes.
But it's the debt's the one that you're talking about.
The year. Well,
the debt's what we owe to banks and other countries or whatever, and the deficit is just a balance sheet thing.
So the deficit is the yearly negative, and then the debt is the total, like the 30 trillion or whatever
that we just owe to. And like who lends?
Let me make sure.
Who lends us the money that we owe in the debt, the national debt? Like who's the debtor?
All the foreign countries.
Yeah,
all our trading partners.
And
yeah.
It's not like Chase Bank or something. Where
no.
It's like, hello, Lycra, what up? Under his eyes, yada yada yada. Hey, you read my my title here. It's the Bomb of Gilead. Yeah, Project 2025 in full swing. Here we are, trying to fly the secular flag, and I feel like there's like no secularism left in America. People have just sort of forgotten about that while they're worried about other shit or cheering on the first felon, the national pig, the great prevaricator. No, maybe you just yeah. Well, you won't watch the series. Oh my god, why are you scared? The series is fucking great.
What series?
Handmaid's Tale.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
Not yet.
It's great.
Another thing on the list.
It's so artistically shot. The production value and the photography in it.
Didn't it just end and they're like priming up for a sequel?
Yeah, I haven't watched the last season. I do think it just ended, or they just came up with the last season. Yeah, Skylar, it has become too real. Sadly, it's when I'm waiting for that day when they just take women's money away. Right? When they just like
verified here, by the way. The federal deficit is the yearly positive or negative, and the debt is the total accumulated amount that we owe.
Gotcha.
Which is currently 36.2 trillion.
Wow. That's a big number.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
And it's only going to get bigger with this new bill.
Me, I owe $30 to Kenosha for a parking ticket. That's a big number to me. And I can't even imagine 30 trillion. Happy.
Don't you even know how to park, buddy?
Well, it's they try to keep people from parking down by the lake. There's too many people who want to go. Our lakeshore is really nice now, and people flock from everywhere. And there's not enough parking, and it's like it's just a revenue fucking grab for the city, because it's like, okay, if you really do something shitty and there's a sign right there, but a lot of these things are like vague and there's not really any signage, and it's just like the cops are out there trying to fucking make money up for the city, and there's just no reason for it.
What? I never heard of such a thing.
In my case, it was a trailer lot for the boat trailers who come to put their boats. There's so many trailer spots that there aren't any trailers looking for spots because cars took them up, right? Everybody who's in there with their trailer is already in there for the day, and there's still 3/4 of the fucking thing empty, but they got to be douchebags about it. Like, if you don't have a trailer, you know what? Next time I'm just going to bring a fucking trailer. I get 10 trailers back here. It doesn't say boat trailer anywhere. It just says trailer parking only. So I just bring the smallest trailer I got.
Yeah. Make Kenosha Lakeshore a trailer park again.
Well, it's kind of a trailer park right now. The beach is nice. They've done a really nice job renovating the recovering from when it used to be just an oil slick due to AMC factories along the lake. Thanks, Don Barajas. Yo me gusta a mí jugar barajas.
Be careful now. Don't get ice in here.
You know what? I'm low key afraid of ice. So like all my folks here are afraid of ice. We work with fabulous, wonderful immigrant people, and I need them all. So yeah, I do get tan in the summer. I'm not sure ice would drag my white ass out yet, but you know what? I was just reading ice is now under the big beautiful bill. It'll be the most well-funded biggest law enforcement.
Of course, why not?
in the country, in the history of the country.
Now that they have such great funding, are they going to actually like show their faces and produce documentation that they're government officials, or are they going to continue to just be anonymous and drag people out in the streets? And
hey, I was elected on a mandate to do this. Everybody wants me to do this. Fucking liar.
Yeah.
Chingra la migra.
Oh.
Chinga la migra, no chingra.
Oh.
Chinga la migra. Don't be illegal. Like I said, my illegality is, since I gave up weed, my illegality is down to parking tickets. I'm a parking scofflaw.
Oh, you scoundrel.
What about you? What law do you break regularly?
Speeding.
Yeah, I'm a lead foot too.
What else? Yeah, I park wherever. I gotta brush up on the parking rules, because I park like on the edge of the end of the block, close to the crosswalks and not official spots and stuff like that. So I don't know, but
Sotsy says Salty, she lets her dog off the leash. I'm that guy. I don't.
We got Arts and Crafts Day here. Look at this cactus.
We have a cactus. We have a cactus. Here, check this.
Very Trumpy if you want to stay.
It's a Trumpy cactus.
Good Lord, what the fuck happened to it?
It's a Trump voodoo cactus.
What happened to his eye? It looks like someone poked it in the eye, for Christ's sake. Scott Clowers was we have a crafting guest with us. Apparently afraid to get on camera. I don't know why I should be afraid to be seen on camera with us.
Well, we are a couple of scallywags, So.
If she married you, I would think that she's over her shame in life.
No, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Greetings from Mississippian Stan. Yeah, how about it, Mississippi? Uh-oh.
What, are we getting reported already?
No, visibility restricted. I must have said a bad word.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We're less than 10 minutes in, and they're already messing with us.
Looks better than the real Trump. Yeah, it's true. Join us on YouTube. We're trying to get the YouTube channel up and firing. We're there too. Here we are.
Hey.
Vader on YouTube actually holds up the sun. Here, wait a minute. You know what? Here. This can be.
Every time this guy gets up, he spins the chair right in front of my face.
Oh God! Well, that's on purpose.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. I do have a face for radio.
I'm gonna put radio face.
What you got going on over here now?
Well,
our king,
glorious leader, fits right on the on Vader's normal pedestal.
Except now people have to look at him the entire stream.
Start screen recording your live so you can prove you didn't break any community guidelines. Yeah, I don't know if it was that important to me. I probably would. But at this point, it's like I don't even know when I posted a video on TikTok. I'm just so busy and so just disenchanted with talk in general.
That's why we're sending people to the YouTubes, because we know we're gonna get kicked off TikTok.
That's why we know sooner. It happens every damn week.
So when we do, go check out the YouTube, and they're not gonna kick us off.
Ooh, Mountain Laurel's with us. What's up, Mountain Laurel? Racy Stacy. Mike, my guy Mike. What's up, Mike? Woo, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Love you people. Sherlock the Skeptic. What's going on, buddy? Where you guys been? Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the. Can I get a follow back? Oh yeah, for sure you can. I don't know if I can do that right now. Yep, there you go, bud. Yeah, you know what? I'll follow anybody who asks back. My follower to followee ratio is really awesome, which I can't lie, it's a source of pride, but I don't really care. It just happened that way because I don't scroll. You know what? But if you're a creator, especially, and you got something you want me to see, I'll follow you back. Send me some shit. If I have a minute, I'll repost. I do what I can for people. Ooh, congrats! We lit up the finger heart.
The finger heart,
is that an ET thing? It looks like it. It's like a glowing fingertip ET bit there. Drew Walls, what's up? YouTube does not have the algorithm TikTok has. Yeah, and that's probably good and bad for YouTube. I don't know. The TikTok algorithm is really amazing in some ways. Only Chinese people could have done it because we're too stupid these days in America. Speaking of stupid, you got news about
said the S word twice.
Good.
You're definitely getting a
Speaking of Marjorie, speaking of garbagey trailer queen, you had some news about her. What's going on with that?
Marjorie Taylor Greene to introduce weather modification bill, introducing a bill to prohibit weather modification, stating it will become a felony offense because chemtrails that jets leave in the air, chemtrails are changing the weather
Controlling the weather, are
and
we?
controlling people's minds. So that's, neither here nor there. We'll leave that to the side for now. But weather modification, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. She does have a horse face, doesn't she? Is a real thing. Chemtrails are altering the weather, and we are going to put a stop to it.
Does she have a horse face, or is she more of a Neanderthal face? She looks like the
Both.
Looks
Can
like
it
a
be
Geico,
both?
I suppose. I don't know.
Neanderthal horse?
I feel like virtually every horse is better looking than her. So it's hard for
Yeah,
me.
that is
Hard
true.
for me to insult horses in that way.
Yeah.
But I'm a horse person. Lycra, I tried to do the same thing and it didn't give me the option. Sure, I'm not already following you, Lycra. I'll try again later if not. But Empire's Fall. Yeah, hard to call. I heard Smirkanish, who I kind of like. He's a pretty good kind of centrist thinker. I feel. But he was like talking about how long it was some remarkable how long this American experiment has. Like, it hasn't lasted long. It's 250 years. We had a trivia question pointing out that Oxford University has been around since 1096. But the American Empire has lasted what, 249 years? It's like,
well,
shit.
individual institutions though are going to outlast empires. Like how long?
Well, still,
Other
just to put it in
empires
perspective as
lasted.
in what long is all I really
Yeah.
mean, But I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess empires, but in a less specific way, just America. I mean, if will we last as long? I mean, China's been around for how long? As a nation,
Longer than the Earth has been here, according to the Bible.
right? This God, the Bible. You love creationists, right? Young Earth creationists. That's some brilliant shit right there. I got fucking dog shit in my room that's older than they think the Earth is. For Christ's sake, looking 6,000 years.
That's some well-aged dog shit.
Yeah, I feel like China's been around like 10,000 years, not 5,000. Yeah, either way.
6 or 7 at least.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Old Cathay. And then they wonder why they have patience and they play the long game. And Trump's like, very hard to deal with. They're very hard to deal with China. You mean he's better at it than you?
Right.
That's whenever I had a very disappointing phone call with Putin because he's better at it than you.
Yeah.
And now he's just unleashing the biggest attack ever on Ukraine and marching his way across it. But Trump's going to end it on the first day. We're going to end that war on the first day. Never would have happened if I was president. Yeah.
Right.
Would happen sooner and faster and harder if you had been president.
That's what she said.
Fucking putz. Now who's trying to get us kicked on?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, if man came from dirt, why is there still dirt?
Oh, Dirk McGirt.
Dirt.
Dirk McGirt back in the
Sherlock
dirt.
the skeptic. I love it.
Well, it is well established that dirt and human beings are from a common ancestor. So
Carbon.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Nitrogen, a little bit,
Uh,
elements. I get the greatest elements.
we're Atheist Underground on YouTube too. Same thing, Stacy. We're looking for viewers so we can get to 1,000, and then we can.
However, we
go
do
live
have other
for the stream.
YouTube channels that you can check out if you're into movies.
It's
segue.
true. Segue. Look for the Grail Guys presents Cinema Jones. Either of those phrases ought to get you in, and follow us where we review movies. Has nothing to do with atheism, unless it does. But in general, we're just
Latest review Ballerina. Got a review of Materialists coming this next week.
coming up. That's what we do.
Next week we'll probably be reviewing Superman. That's coming out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get my tickets for Friday
Absolutely.
so Rob and I can see it. And you may have noticed that I'm bald.
Lex Luthor in the house.
Rob had the great idea of dressing up as Superman, and I go as Lex Luthor to the debut of Superman. Who's not stoked for Superman?
We got a nice Lex Luthor this time around. Nicholas Hoult. Too.
Yeah, great actor, Nicholas Hoult. Really, the Beast himself.
Mhm.
Love Nicholas Hoult. He was a
And,
trivia question too the other week with
What was his name in Fury Road? Nux.
Was it? I have to go back and watch Fury Road.
Yeah.
He's like sometimes you don't even notice him in movies. He's one of those actors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Understated. People don't know him that much. And
He is.
just
Yes,
great.
he is definitely on that side of the actor side of the spectrum.
Absolutely.
Rather than the movie star
Than the movie.
side.
So yeah, I feel like he's not going to be a movie star. That's not his leaning, and He's enough of an oddball type, I think, to just.
Also, the lucky son of a bitch got in early on Jennifer Lawrence.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
The green monster rises in my eyes. Yeah, God, where's she been lately? Taking a break? I don't.
Having kids.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm really fucking sad. Thanks for that. You dig the dump? Thanks, Lycra. I love you.
I had some movies. She did that one on that comedy like a year ago, I think. Now.
Is he not the baby daddy? She thinks he's the baby daddy. Sorry.
Nicholas Holt? No.
Oh, okay.
No, they were broken up well before she started having kids.
So what movie did she? Sorry to interrupt.
I don't remember what it was called. It was like a teenage guy who was bad, who couldn't get a girlfriend, and she
like the babysitter.
His parents paid her.
Yeah, like the babysitter or the caretaker or the.
Yeah, I gotta look it up now.
Yeah.
Good movie though.
Was it good? I might have to watch that. The Procreatex?
Procreatex.
She says yes, it was Nicholas Holt, and they procreated. The name of the movie is Above. Oh, No Hard Feelings.
No Hard Feelings, yes. Yeah,
I thought she was telling me no hard feelings for calling me bald or something.
That was 2 years ago now. Jeez.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even that recent. Yeah, so time goes by, my friends. I'll be dead soon. Do what you can to fight the man while you can. You guys see, we got the glorious leader, also submissive before Lord Vader, as we know. Vader is Lord. No. She doesn't know if he's the baby. No, they dated. Lucky asshole.
Jennifer Lawrence has 2 children with her husband, Cook Maroney.
Cook.
A son born in 2022 and a second child whose name and gender have not been publicly shared, born 3 months ago now.
The fuck kind of name is Cook? It's an occupation.
Cook with an E.
It's an occupation.
Cooke.
You think she could have married Chef?
Hello, children.
Religion should be dismantled from a thinking society. We see, Racy Stacy, it's not that I disagree. It's more of a matter of if it was actually a thinking society, religion would dismantle itself. Yeah. We don't have a thinking society. We have a society where education has been allowed to erode to the point where someone made the incredible point the other day. I was listening. I was Smirkanish, I think.
You were actually listening to someone?
Yeah, well,
shit.
It was on the TV and something got through. Could people forget like what the founders did, and let alone the fact that they were born into slave-owning households, most of them. They were all in their 20s. What those 20-year-old dudes did, could you find 20 people, women, men, anybody? Could you find a group of 25-year-olds today?
Oh, I was a dipshit in my 20s.
That could have did what they did. What they did was remarkable on a scale that reflects the education that they all got at Harvard and Yale. That's simply lost on people today. Nobody gets that kind of education. And if you do go to college, it's so specialized. Yeah, maybe you're a genius at one thing that you're qualified to do when you come out. To the point where we have biological engineers who can, create vaccines and cures to cancer and shit that you couldn't have even thought of the other day, but none of them can even find or operate the electrical box in their house.
Well, we got a native atheist on the YouTube.
But the founders got an education that is just lost on the people. And if we actually prioritized real education for everybody in this country, religion would go away like a fart in the wind, which is kind of what it is.
Oh, it is pretty stinky.
Yeah. Nathan, he joined and he hasn't sent gifts in a while. The fuck kind of this fucking algorithm? It's shaming my my listeners, my viewers, our viewers. Yes, thanks, Pojo. What's up, Pojo? Fine, I'll watch Hamilton again. You know what? I couldn't wait to see Hamilton, and then I never did, and then it got so ubiquitous that I don't even want to see it now. I hate it.
Oh, you hipster. It's too cool now. I can't see it.
Something like that. I'm like, well, it's just overplayed. I don't know if it's too cool. It's just like I heard the soundtrack with no context for so long.
I haven't even heard the soundtrack.
Yeah, no, my kids saw it and my ex saw it. And so it was like for a while, it was like every time we got in the car, put on My shot. Put on. Oh, ooh, yay! Hip hop versions of Broadway musicals. It's
Oh,
so
old man
cool.
rant is coming on.
No, it's all right. I'm sure it's great. I mean, please.
Yeah.
Let that we get Peanut Gallery.
Peanut Gallery
What'd she
chiming
say?
in. She said, "Okay, boomer."
You know, if you're not going to put your face on the camera, you can't say shit back there. We got a guest in the house today. We made
Just in the house.
Where's the fuzzy? We made a cactus.
Yeah.
Jankiest eyeball cactus I ever saw. And
she's got the pouty lip.
Oh
jeez.
Oh, she's coming in. All right. There it is.
Look, I'm not a homosexual.
Oh, you're not a homosexual. Well, I don't know if that's proof of anything.
Okay, boomer.
You've been seen.
Oh yeah, whip your dick out and show everyone.
You've been seen with a woman. So I guess that means you're not gay. No. Thanks, our great supporter, Cassie.
Now get out of here.
Yeah, please go
Quit
back.
ruining the stream.
Go back to your sewing circle there.
Yeah, improve your cactus making.
She's
skills.
in there working on like old lady crafts, but gonna call me a boomer. Like Lycra says, hello, pretty lady. All right, see?
Ooh, it's the lady.
Men almost always view the world through the lens of right and wrong, deeply limited. Yeah, I agree. Men are more black and white. I don't think that's a new thought. You know, most men, you know, modern enlightened individuals like David and I are multitaskers, broad thinkers, feminists, Renaissance men, if you will.
Think in terms of nuance.
Renaissance people. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And nuance is my middle name. That's why the algorithm boots me off every week. My dialogue is so nuanced.
We speak the language of subtlety.
Marriage is DEI for men. Okay, I like that. Monogamy is not natural. We're clearly pack animals, like lions and monkeys and wolves. I don't understand. Monogamy. Oh, it works for some people. I really do know some people who have been absolutely fabulous their whole lives with monogamy. But I think in general, it's been forced on us by society, and as a way to make sure that we don't slaughter our neighbors.
Kind of like religion.
For shagging each other's wives. It was probably useful. It's true. Kind of like religion, and it is. It's a religious. I think marriage is irrevocably tied to religion, isn't it?
At this point, it's more of a legal, like a contract thing, where you put your names together and you have access to each other's resources and all that type of
stuff. And society gives you benefits for being married for whatever reason. And I know libertarians are really upset about that. It's like, why should married people get benefits that single people don't? It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of fucked up. So yeah.
And that is a big part of the reason not going against gay marriage is such a thing. Like if there were no legal ramifications, it probably wouldn't be such a big deal. So Republicans kind of shoot themselves in the foot on that one. Yeah. We need to stop asking permission for what we want. Maybe you do. I don't think I've ever asked permission for anything I wanted. But I don't have anything. Depends on what you want, I suppose. Yeah, right. If what you want involves another person, you probably need to ask for permission. Well, their permission, right? Maybe not their hubs, but why would a relationship require a license? Well, it doesn't, but a legally recognized relationship, right? They want to keep track of you. They want to know. And again, why would the government care if some of us have more than one wife or husband? But freedom of religion only goes so far, and the Mormons found out, right? Fuck around and find out. Government certainly stepped in on their religion, and they had to acquiesce. Word of the day, people. Acquiesce. Is it? I feel like building vocabulary. I feel like for the TikToks. I feel like for verbalists like you and I, acquiesce is not much of a vocabulary word. No, but for the masses, it is. For the public. But the masses, these aren't masses. These are our fucking people. They're all smart. They're all handsome. They're all tall. They all have good heads of hair. That gorgeous, is true. Funny, engaging. There's a remarkable lack of trolls already this morning. We are followed by gods among men and goddesses among women. Romney's dad had to move to Mexico to get more than one wife. Why? To get all the senoritas?
religion is forced on you from your parents because it was forced on them. Yeah, indoctrination is really I would say 90% of religious thought is because of indoctrination. I do think there are people who come to religion through personal trauma and crises, and because especially if they didn't have religion, I feel like religion gets some people from that, but not very many.
No.
Most of it is indoctrination, and it's indoctrination of people before they were of the age of reason.
Yeah, it's like abuse, right? Like people who generally
It's like abuse.
abused as children go on to abuse their children, and it self-perpetuates like that. Religion's the same thing.
I feel like it is abuse. It's not like abuse. It is.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's akin to other forms of abuse. People who have been victims of it tend to
Psychological abuse.
tend to pass that on. But it's also it's one of those things where you might not, if you don't actually have a traumatic religious experience, you might not see any of the harm that it does. There's plenty of people who grow up with religion and lead to happy, successful lives.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's hard to convince those people that they might have even been smarter, or maybe they might have even, cured all forms of cancer if they had not been religious and simply leaned into science or education.
Science.
Lycra shaved your head. Why?
Why not?
No, I just it seemed to be a non sequitur here in the comment thread. We were talking about stuff like
Well,
shaved my head.
do you ever need any kind of lead into shaving your head? You can just throw it out whenever you want. Hey, shave your head. I shaved my head. Guess what? Heads are being shaven.
Heads are being shaven. Oh. Well, that doesn't mean you don't have good hair because you shaved your head. Because I mentioned that all our listeners have good heads of hair.
Oh. Well, yeah, maybe your hair was so good that you had to shave it off to avoid being swarmed by the masses just looking to take advantage of you for your lovely head of hair.
You know what? I admire women who go ahead and have you look like you have hair and you look like you're a woman, so don't be offended if you don't identify female like her. But no,
are you hitting on her?
Who don't I hit on? It's just, besides garbagey trailer queen, I wouldn't hit on her. Except with a shillelagh, I suppose.
Yeah, shillelagh, another word of the day. Shillelagh.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I admire gals who shave their heads. There's several. I haven't seen Ember in a long time. They shave their head.
Charlize Theron, Furiosa.
Well, if you look like Charlize Theron, you don't need hair. I mean, that's just like, good God, that right? I have to go back and watch that movie again to see Nux. I don't remember thinking there's Nicholas Hoult, but he wasn't really on my radar a whole lot. X-Men. And
Fury Road 10 years ago now.
Yeah, right. Jesus,
man,
fucking time. God, time goes by. We'll be dead soon.
And in heaven or hell.
Mads Nivang. Nivang. That's a hell of a last name there, buddy. I love it.
Nivang? Knifing?
Truth Dog. It's a very reasonable answer to the big question. Religion is a plausible answer. See, religion is the least plausible answer.
Yeah,
the belief in God is the least plausible explanation for everything that we see. And I repeat that, having learned it from no finer an authority than Lawrence Krauss when I talked to him. That's his, it's not that God is impossible. It's the least plausible idea for the answers to the questions of the universe. No thoughts on that?
No, that's pretty much sums it up. I mean, out of all the things that could have happened, just some being just made everything. Why?
Yeah, why? There's no evidence for it.
Right.
It's just a story that's and I get it. A lot of people are like, whoa, hey, there they are. Native Atheist is with us. Thanks for
Buddy,
joining
I said
on
that
YouTube.
like 20 minutes ago.
No, I don't listen to you. Scott Clower.
And then they make that argument that, you think everything just came up out of nowhere. But some guy made everything. That's a better explanation.
Out of nowhere,
But he
yeah.
just came out of nowhere. It's just creation with extra steps.
Yeah,
you know?
yes, exactly. and they always have a reason for that. Well, he exists outside of space-time and time and space, so he doesn't need to follow the rules of science that we know, and science proves it. It's all this circular idiot logic and justifications, rationalizations, and they all get it from like a YouTube video that was made by the Christian Education Board or the the Society for the Advancement of Fake Ass Bible Shit, whatever. Always these not researched videos are always propaganda. Right?
Yeah.
But God, they're so. And I was there when I was a kid. I was there. We had the guy come. The pastor came to the church, told us why being a lesbian was bad, told us why, and he got reasons. And it's hard to argue when you're a kid. And you're just like, oh, okay. But these people now are adult, educated, supposedly adults who buy that shit and continue to justify their own irrational beliefs with what's patently bullshit. Yeah, you're right. Evidence isn't required for faith. That's why it's faith, not fact. That's why it's faith. When no one's trying to deny you your faith. But if your name is Truth Dog, if your handle is Truth Dog, you pretty much can guarantee that there's no facts involved in what's going on.
Evidence is antithetical to faith, because if you have evidence, how can you can't have faith? Yeah, faith requires there to be no evidence.
Right. Otherwise, and if there was evidence, you wouldn't need faith. That's the nature of it, right? We have that argument all the time with people. Lost my train of thought.
Oh, jeez. No more toots for the rest of the day. The train has been derailed. Oh,
sad too. Happens all the time, But faith is what gives religion its strength, right? Your need to prove and your need to spin your faith as truth takes all of the magic out of your faith. If you need to prove your God, then your faith is weak, right?
Oh, sounding a little Star Wars,
Well, that's Star Wars is taking a page out of that same book. It's an obvious. That's a fact. If you need to prove your faith through science, through twisting philosophy or twisting science to fit your preconceived conclusion, it just means that your faith isn't strong enough, right? Otherwise, just tell people to fuck off. You have faith. I don't need evidence. I don't need to prove. But no, people like constantly, the truth. You don't know it's the truth. Everybody knows you don't know it's the truth. If it was the truth and if there were any evidence, there wouldn't be any atheists. It would all be on the internet for us to see, and no one would bother denying it. But
rewinding a little bit, I kind of like that as an idea for like a show or a comic book or something. The Christian who's just like, fuck off, I'm a Christian, I have faith, and you can go fuck yourself if you don't believe what I believe.
Racy Stacy's got some thoughts here. Religion is about making men life givers. Okay. LMFAO totally unhinged, just like patriarchy. Yeah, I think modern Western religion is certainly about keeping patriarchy in place. There's any denying that. Evidence wouldn't benefit God. How do you know what would benefit God? This is another thing that nobody knows. God's unknowable. He's got an unknowable plan. Nobody can even conceive. But they all seem to know what he wants and what he needs.
Also, if he's all knowing and all powerful, doesn't he already have all the benefits? Like how can you benefit someone who already has everything?
Evidence would corrupt free will. The free will thing cracks me up. There's no free will. Everybody knows there's no free will. Your fucking phone knows what you're gonna do next on your social media, but you think you have free will. Give me a fucking break. Free will is such another justification, another rationalization for why there's evil in the world. There's evil in the world because cause and effect, period, and because there is no loving God that gives a shit about us.
Did you just say there's evil in the world because women are on their periods?
No. What the fuck? You trying to get us kicked off, man.
You fucking... here comes the
I have a friend like that, I know.
What's up? Don't roll your eyes at me. You know it's true.
I know the truth, and atheists with an apostrophe are a part of God's plans for his creation.
Like atheists possessive or
Poor truth dog. Aw, just be happy with your faith and don't try to prove it. I know the truth. I know it. I know it. Don't tell me it's not true. I know it. Atheists are part of God's plan. So God knowingly made people that he knew would never believe in them so that he could send them to hell, right? It's like a person who breeds kittens.
well, God's a bit of a huckster. I think we all know
It's
that.
like a person who breeds kittens, knowing that some of them aren't going to be blonde, but he wants all blonde kittens, and so he drowns the ones that aren't blonde, even though it's just stupidity, dude. I mean, come on.
You're saying that, keep throwing that
Atheists are
S
part
word
of
out
God's
there
plan.
and talk about me getting us kicked
Oh
off.
my God. I sound like a communist?
What?
People who don't know what communism is for 100, Alex.
God for everyone. God is seizing the means of production.
I love how the retards in the country. I'm gonna get.
Oh
I love
no!
the garbagey trailer queens in the country. Now I lost my train of thought again.
Something about
No, they all,
communism?
everybody wants to bring up Marxism, right?
Yes.
I want one of the people who brings up Marxism to summarize Marxism in one sentence.
Or tell us what Marx's first name was. Or any literally anything else about
Enlighten
any of
me.
that.
Enlighten me how we sound like a communist.
Yeah.
Because we're atheists, we sound like communists. The two are mutually exclusive. They have nothing to do with each other. Communism is a system of government, not a system of non-belief. I don't know. Grab the kitty.
I don't believe in the means of production.
Yeah. You know, when you're famous, you can just do whatever you want. You can grab them by the kitty. Where's my little hands? There they are. We got lots of new. We had lots of new. I got lots of new props from the event that we had when we did the No Kings Day on the 14th. And 2,000 people came. You know what? The big bill, beautiful bill pass that reminded me. Like, nobody wants it. It's like the least popular bill that's ever been passed.
Well, yeah, but people in the government don't care what their people they represent want.
Yeah, does it? But isn't that what it's supposed to be? Like, aren't you supposed to represent your constituency? Not
You're
just
supposed to. Yes.
not just lick glorious leaders, tiny newts. What the hell? Karl and Marx said it. Karl and Marx?
Well, he came up with the first name by doing a quick Google search. Congratulations. Yes, Marx's first name was Karl.
Karl with a K, and Marx said it himself. Abolition of private property. Yeah, that's not.
And that has to do with atheism. How?
Yeah, that's not really. That's not the defining tenet of Marxism.
No.
I'll get the little hands. Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
Karl and Marx. ANNE. What?
Karl. Okay.
Is that his middle name?
I have no idea. I should do a quick Google search as well. But please tell us more.
Maybe
about...
it is. I would be pleasantly surprised if Karl's middle name was
Yeah.
Ann. If Karl Marx's middle name was Ann, that would be awesome.
Tell us more about communism and atheism and how they're the exact
Oh,
same
another
thing.
violation.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God, hate speech. Oh, we're on our way. So what is it?
Check us out on YouTube.
Easily Googleable, buddy.
TikToks.
Easily Googleable.
Kicking us off, so check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, check us out on YouTube. Get over there now.
Atheist
Get
Underground.
It's great. No one's ever seen anything like it. Atheist Underground on YouTube. Wait, exactly. I don't have long sleeves, so I can't. I can't fake it. It's a beautiful bill. No one's ever seen anything like it.
Got
I didn't
hands
think it was
coming right out
possible.
of your tits.
Yeah, I do. You said tits, dude. We're gonna.
Oh
no! Yeah, I saw the Karl, but what is that? Still not a sentence. How is that a sentence? Karl, comma, and Marx said it himself. Like it's two different people. What are you talking about?
Well, no, he was saying Karl. Karl was the answer to the question of his first name.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And then the
I didn't see
second
it.
part was.
Ooh, apologies.
But
Genius.
it's still.
It's huge. They'll be huge, like my hands. Like my hands. Imagine. What if is this what he grabbed the kitty with one of these tiny little hands? Whoever that was probably like, oh, a mosquito hit me. What was that? Bye.
Oh no.
More Orways. Nice porn stash.
More or ways. More or ways. Words are weird.
So if that was meant to be a sentence where he starts off by saying his first name, Carl,
Yes.
then wouldn't the second phrase be, and he said it himself? Not Carl,
Yeah.
and Mark said it himself.
Well, come on. All the other shit he said, and now you're gonna say he's bad at English too. Like that should be assumed at this point,
Your education is showing.
or lack thereof.
Indeed. Well, most of these people went to some kind of school. I mean, like our guy from Mississippi, Stan. How'd you like to have grown up in a Mississippi elementary school? Where did you go to school? Did you go to any kind of Catholic high school or some shit?
I did.
Did you?
I went to Pius XI High School in Milwaukee.
Pius the 11th.
Yes.
Pope Pius. We don't have any popes named Pius anymore. I think that would be good. What's the new guy's name?
I don't remember.
Leo. He picked
Yeah.
he picked an old school one. That's pretty good. Haven't had a Leo in a while, but I'd like to see a Pope Pius.
Yes.
And what are some of the other good ones that the popes have had in the day? Pope. There's some funny old names that they should get back to.
Names.
We're sick of all the Peters in the papacy.
List of popes.
Too many Johns and too many Peters and Pauls.
Peter. Oh, what do we have? Is this a Cletus? Did
Pope-
we really have a
Pope Cletus?
Cletus?
Oh, that would be awesome. Pope Cletus. He'd cook you a skunk right off the road. Serve it up for communion.
Ooh, there's some good ones though. Here we got a Hyginus,
Oh, yeah.
Telesphorus,
Wow.
Sixtus,
Pope Sixtus.
Victor. Ooh, Zephyrinus.
God separated the nations for a reason.
What?
Tell us God's reason, man. Again, this dude knows everything about what God wants. I love that so much. It always cracks me up. Like
Fabian. Ooh, Fabian is a good one.
like the Tower of Babel, and that's why,
Yeah.
I had someone tell me that the fact that we have language at all means there's a God.
Cornelius.
Yeah, Cornelius would be good. Pope
Fifth
Corny.
Element. Huh?
Pope Corny.
Cornelius.
God hates little girls in Texas. He hates them. Well, he just drowned a bunch, apparently.
Right, yeah. And then here, Dionysius. Why are they taking pope names from other religions? That's a Greek god.
Lycra didn't mean to ignore your comments. She's got a friend who just says that she believes. Fuck off. That's it. She doesn't push. She just doesn't want to hear the logic. What's up? Milwaukee Atheist with us. Did you say that?
I did not. No, I'm looking up pope names.
What's up, Lolo?
Lolo.
Yeah, Lawrence with an L-O-R. So we call him Lolo. I call him Lolo. And he's pocket-sized.
Lolo Joe.
He's our guy, Milwaukee Atheist. If you haven't followed them on TikTok and on YouTube, follow them. If you want real biblical scholarship without the religious blowhardiness.
The last Pope Pius was 1939 and 1958.
I want Pope Pie in the Faces.
That was Pius the 12th. Pius the 11th, right before him, the namesake of my high school, 1922 to 1939.
Oh, that's not even that long ago.
No.
100 years. Quick math.
Benedict, Leo, Pius.
Yeah, Benedict. Yeah, we just had
Gregory.
Benedict. Pope
Yeah,
Gregory.
lots of Piuses through the last.
I think we should have a
300
Pope
years.
Jimmy.
And then before Pius and Benedict and all those, we had Clement.
Clement, yeah.
We had a few Clements. Innocent.
Yes, Pope Innocent.
Pope Innocent the 13th.
That's like they don't even want to put that one out there because it's just that
No.
one's too real. We can't.
Alexander. That's
I
a
wanna
good
put-
one.
We should have a Pope Guilty. That's what we need.
Urban. Pope Urban.
Yeah,
Related-
Urban.
No relation to Carl Urban. Great
I
actor.
feel like we could use a hip hop Pope
Yes.
About-
Yes.
about now.
Pope Method Man.
Pope Method
I could get
Man.
behind that.
Yeah, I've met Method Man. He's a tall dude. I'll tell you what.
Mhm.
And yeah, I feel like
Oh,
a
Pulp
Pope-
Fiction here.
Pope with a volcano spleef about this big would be awesome.
Pope Marcellus.
Pope Fiction? Is that what someone said?
Pope Fiction? There you
Pope-
go.
Pope-
No, I said I said Pulp Fiction,
Oh.
but Pope Fiction would be
Right?
good as
That'd be
well.
funny, right? Pope Fiction.
But I was referencing this Pope Marcellus.
Four Cat Dad. Hi from Los Angeles. Hey, what's up? How's life in LA, man? A lot being made about people moving out of California.
Oh, great tacos in LA.
Great tacos.
You hear that in there?
Uh-huh.
I wish I
Great hiking in LA.
What's that from?
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny?
Yeah. Canadian TV show.
Oh, okay. Gonna visit Santa Monica next month. Nice, Santa Monica.
Pope Urban was the guy who basically started the first crusade. Milwaukee atheists
Hey,
tell us.
all right, good. That's our guy. Like I said, if you need to know biblical history, especially, my guy Lawrence, he's your guy.
Now tell us about
Milwaukee
Carl
atheists.
Urban.
Carl Urban, yeah, he didn't start the first crusade.
That we know of.
He just chews up a really shitty Cockney accent on the boys. It's just like a terrible accent. Kills me with that. It's really the worst part of the show for me.
What?
It is. It's bad. He's not Cockney. He's Australian.
Okay.
So he's doing an accent, and,
Sure.
and I guess maybe it's passable if you've never actually been to the East End, but it's really, really, really bad.
Oh, this fucking snob here.
Hey, man, if you're going to be a snob, you got to try to do it well, like everything, right? Anyway, Snobbery gets mailed to you if you're from Connecticut.
Oh,
Comes in the mail.
okay.
It's a fine, wonderful day to be in LA. The amusement parks are not crowded. It's because everyone's leaving. Everyone's going to Tennessee where there's no income tax and where people aren't woke.
Oh,
That's what it is, right?
everyone's sleeping in Tennessee.
I saw a meme where like the Beverly Hillbillies are moving back.
Yes.
Like, and it didn't have a rhyme. Like, I hate it when people try to make clever shit that doesn't rhyme. It's like, right? Leave does not rhyme with Tennessee.
Yeah. Make like a tree and get out of here.
Make like a tree and split.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that kind of works. Darren Temple, what's up? We got movie reviews to film, so we're not gonna hang out too long today. I got family in town. It's finally like 98 degrees here. Been enjoying the summer. You guys enjoy summer?
It's finally 98 degrees today. It's cool.
Well, it's been like
now.
it's
been
been
like 98.
yeah, for like 3
Now
weeks.
Now we're cooling down.
Yeah, it
a
did
bit.
cool down today, but it went from 58 to 98.
Yeah.
Make like a banana and split. That's the metaphor I was mixing, but or the simile I was mixing, but yeah.
Oh, and we got some
We're
rain
going
coming.
over those the other day with my daughter. So we make like what are the other ones?
You're about as useful as a screen door on a submarine.
Bojo! Love you, man. Take it easy. You love the dry heat. We don't have any of that here. When the heat comes, it gets
Oh
wet.
no.
No.
The humidity percentage generally matches the temperature here.
Yeah.
So if it gets up to 90 degrees, we're living with 90% humidity.
Pretty much.
It's
That's pretty much true.
disgusting.
It's like when it doesn't, it's really noticeable. You're like, wow, it's warm today and there's no humidity. It's like
Yeah, because
wet.
it's nice. It's like a vacation.
Yeah, it is. It's like, my God. My dad was on the phone with my dad in Montana where there's no humidity,
Yeah.
but it'll get 90 degrees in the summer and you don't even feel it. For me,
Right.
I go out there and I'm like, seems like it's 70. You know?
That must be a dream.
It's nice.
To not have to suffer from the swamp ass.
Yeah, it's nice. And like 2 days ago on the 4th, it was cloudy and it had been 98 for like 2 or 3 weeks, like we said. And the lake it got warm because the lake had been like a glass of ice water because the nights here didn't get hardly into the 50s until just a couple of weeks ago. And so the first day it was 98. I couldn't wait. I loved it. I was born in the summer. I love swimming. I love going to the lake. When it gets that hot, I can't wait. I went down to the lake. It was like a polar plunge. 98 degrees on the shore, glass of water with ice cubes in it at 58 degrees inside the lake. It made your ankles hurt as soon as you went in it.
Ooh.
But on the 4th, it was like, holy crap, after 2 weeks of 98,
Water finally matched.
the water was nice. It was still cool, and people who were afraid of cold water still didn't like it. But it was comfortable to get in and swim. You're like, this is refreshing. I went back yesterday and that thermocline flipped. It was fucking cold again in the water. Ooh, yeah.
I got a good one here from the Milwaukee Atheists. Make like a 2017 horror movie and get out.
Lauren's knocking one off today. What are you doing, man? You still laying in bed on your phone like a millennial? Like, get up. Yeah. He's got long hair, kind of going bald, but he's got long hair, so he like lays in bed and like Instagrams himself.
Luxuriates.
Just woke up.
Pretends
he just woke up, looking just like this. He knows. He's one of those dudes, a perpetual student. He'll be 60 and he'd be like, working on my 4th master's degree, my 5th PhD, and my 20th undergrad. And
well, get it while you can, because we're doing away with education in this country.
Yeah, well, he is. That's this dude. He's like you with learning Japanese, though. It's like, dude, finish it for fucking sake.
Hey, don't shame me.
Hey, you shame yourself every day. This guy's learning Japanese, which I admire, and then he's like, "Yeah, I've been working with learning Japanese for 15 years." I'm like, "Well, what's the fucking?"
Well, I do myself a bit of a disservice saying it like that, because
I know.
It's not like I've been focused for the last 15 years. Like 15 years ago, I took a class in college, and then like off and on since then, I've dabbled in it.
Language is made out of like 30 syllables, and in 15 years, he still doesn't know it. I watched Shogun. Did you love the reboot of Shogun?
On the list.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what? Oh my god! And they just use the Japanese, unlike the one from the 70s where everything's in English and you're supposed to know that one guy's speaking Portuguese and everyone else is speaking Japanese.
Right.
It's in Japanese and it's fucking beautiful. It's one of the coolest things I've seen on TV in recent years. Don't wait. Run to see Shogun. I'm gonna watch it again. It was fucking gorgeous.
Hiroyuki Tanaka, isn't it?
Yes, and he's great.
Yes,
he's great in everything.
That guy.
And the supporting cast around him, mostly from Japanese film, the guy just brilliant acting. It was fabulous. And they cast a guy who makes sense. He seems like a sea captain. Richard Chamberlain seems like what he is, a British fop, right? He was like, this guy could never work on a ship, but here he is, gay as hell, like
Cosmo Jarvis.
But oh man, was it good?
Hiroyuki Sanada, that's his name. Now I have to harakiri myself.
Lawrence has been translating and commenting on the Gospel of Matthew. Hopefully, he'll be done in the next couple of months. See, this guy, in the time you've been trying to learn Japanese, this guy's taught himself ancient Greek, Hebrew, Aramaic. Now he's working on German because a lot of religious manuscripts are in German. A lot of the study
that I've been doing other things in the last 15 years.
That's what you say.
That's
what you say.
Trying to learn Japanese.
That's what you say. I see no evidence of it.
You see no evidence. You realize our YouTube channel has multiple videos.
I know. I'm giving you a shit. We only just met a year ago, and still getting to know the multi-talented David King.
Who's that guy?
He must have something going on. It's just the gal out there who makes
it's been an hour.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Time flies.
Oh,
when
boom.
You're talking shit.
I did drag the puzzle piece into place. I have trouble with that sometimes.
It's coming this way. What? No! This is very private what we're doing here.
Black Atheist Rants, are you joining us? What the hell, man? Where you been? My guy. Black Atheist Rants, one of my favorite TikTokers. I haven't even seen. I don't scroll, man. Dude would just go off on religion and God. It's awesome. He just yells.
Oh yeah, I like that.
He'd be like, "Fuck yo, God." He's awesome. What's going on, man? Hope you stay for a second.
Is that like the Rick James, Dave Chappelle thing?
Yeah.
Fuck yo! Oh, what's happening?
Oh, we did it.
YouTube.
Send us a clip.
TikToks has fucked us over.
But I can't hear it. The hell's that about?
Oh, TikToks is shadow banning us.
Here it is.
Fuckers.
Cosmo Jarvis. Oh man, was it good?
When we were talking about Shogun?
Oh, because I said Richard was gay.
Oh, buddy, you can't have
They cast a guy who makes sense. He seems like a sea captain. Richard Chamberlain seems like what he is, a British fop.
British
Like,
fop.
never
That's
worked on
really.
shit. But here he is, gay as hell, like
Cosmo Jarvis.
Yeah, gay as hell.
Oh man, was it good?
Oh.
Hiroyuki Sanada, that's his name.
You believe this guy getting us kicked off with a talk?
You guys are always getting.
With his talk about cocks.
Oh well.
Leave out of the garden after their very first mistake.
Who that?
That's the definition of cutting us off after we
That's
misbehave.
our queen of
I don't think
TikTok.
this is the
The
argument you
atheist
think it
TikTok,
is.
Rachel. Our buddy. Why?
YouTube, we're all yours now. Oh, we got. My Hebrew is really bad. Well, you got to step it up, buddy.
Yeah, right.
If you're not fluent.
He's our
Hebrew,
guy. He
come
doesn't.
on.
I didn't know any Aramaic. You don't know any Aramaic. Oh, I thought you took Aramaic. Well,
How do you not know Aramaic? Come on, man.
Really?
That's so basic.
Fucking Jesus knew Aramaic.
Yeah, what the hell? Fucking guy.
Your Hebrew's really bad. Well, your rabbi's probably ashamed of you for that.
Yeah.
He's a Glasnost Jew baby from Russia. He speaks Russian. He's a multi-talented little chap. Is hell, isn't he? And a rock solid atheist and an amazing biblical researcher. Loves getting to the root of the myths. He goes back to the original script, right? The original text, so that he can translate it and come to his own conclusions.
Yeah. And if he's an atheist, I think we all know that means he's also a communist, right?
And a Marxist.
Yes.
And he's part of God's plan. God made atheists as part of his almighty plan. It's right in the Bible.
Yes.
There will be people who make fun of you for believing patently stupid. It's right in the Bible. It's said a couple times. It's like, don't worry about the people who laugh at you. Ooh, there are always going to be those people. Just pay them no mind.
God is well known for populating the world with atheist communists.
It's true. There's more every day. I love how God doesn't mind how many people keep the population of the world keeps doubling every few years, and it's all good. He's got time for all of them on Judgment Day, and he knows what's going on with every last one of them. Right? I get it. It's God. He can keep track. 1 billion, 7 billion, doesn't matter. He's there for you, man. He's oh God, he wrote something in Russian. Oh God, what am I gonna do with that? Damn straight. I would like to learn at least the Russian alphabet so I can put together the words in my mind in what's our alphabet? Roman, or Latin, the Latin alphabet. Yeah, it's just something else I'm not going to get around to. But I'd like to learn Russian. I'd like to learn Japanese and a smattering of Chinese would probably be cool, and Arabic too. Maybe one day when TikTok kicks me off for the last time, and I'm done with that kind of shit. And I'm still looking at the screen like it's up there. But we're gonna blow anyway because we got other work to do, and I got family waiting to do stuff this afternoon.
You can't be with that gay talk about how we're gonna blow now.
Oh God. Yeah, Arabic's got to be very hard, but the writing is so beautiful. I love their script.
Yes.
Maybe I think Thai is my favorite script. That's some crazy good looking writing. Love Thai writing. But yeah, Arabic, I'd like to know it, even if it's just to insult Arabs.
It's a good thing we're already kicked off the talks.
Yeah. Amharic is your favorite script? What's Amharic? Or is that you trying to write Arabic fast with your
Hamhak?
Amharic. Amharic. I
see
feel like that's a typo. Or Ethiopian. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I've seen that too. That's a nice looking script. Yeah. Other scripts are fun. All right.
Stuff is cool.
Stuff is cool. Language is cool. I love lavender.
That looks like a fucking demented Final Fantasy Cactuar.
Aw.
Cute.
God damn, need some dental work. I don't know.
Yeah, and its one eye is really like that thing had a stroke.
Yeah.
Part of his face.
Yes,
is all
this is a
droopy and-
stroke cactus.
Man,
That's what this is. This is a stroke cactus. You're like,
But don't stroke a cactus because that would hurt.
well, this one's fuzzy though.
Yeah.
You can stroke this one. He's not got thorns. I'm scared of that janky mouth. He might
Careful, he's stroking your
He
cactus.
might bite me.
I heard.
He might bite me. Stroking him, I can paddle your cactus. Ooh, botanical puns. Those cactuses they have paddles. Prickly pears, anyway. Prickly pears. Does he have a name, Cassie?
No.
Well, you birthed him over an hour ago. You didn't even name him.
She birthed him.
With her craftsmanship.
Is there green afterbirth on my chair out there?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be happy with that.
Well, tough shit.
It's the gift that keeps on
She
giving.
That's
birthed
great.
it. Did you birth the pot? Did the pot come out? So that'd be
Uh-huh.
painful. Ouch.
Right on my butthole.
Right out of that's where babies come from. We all know
The
it.
butthole. I think it's where you. It depends on where you put them in. If you put them in the butthole, they're going to come out of the butthole. Isn't that how it works?
Yes,
Yes,
I
science.
believe
Uh.
your anatomical and physiological knowledge is up to snuff.
It is. It's undeniably factual. All right, we're out.
But it's time to go because
Yeah,
what the fuck
we're out
is
of
even
ideas.
happening
Follow
right
us
now?
on my nose is dripping for some weird reason. Follow us on YouTube.
Yeah,
The Grail Guys.
Go
Look for the
find the
Grail
Grail
guys.
guys.
Find the Grail Guys.
Go find David King official.
Smash the like button.
Fucking watch movie reviews and top 10 lists and all the other stupid
Yeah, and
shit
shorts
say.
where we try to crap on each other's favorite movies.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.
You two are ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.